Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which of course is part of the college football playoff. This is an important matchup, a battle of two top 10 teams, two forces colliding. One team will leave here making a big statement, as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Bulldogs will kick this away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. So Oregon's offense begins backed up here thanks to that poor return. And there comes the star running back onto the field. He is a special talent. You talk to opponents, he's always the focal point when they face this offense.
Boy, Chris, this guy is special. It's almost like he floats across the field. I mean, I don't think anyone can take him down in the open field. He's the guy that teams try to key on, but sometimes it feels as though no one can contain him. Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
And looking to throw now on first down. Grab down the middle. It's James. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Ducks have 1st and 10 here. An inside give now from the shotgun.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Try to catch the defense with the draw. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The back just had no chance there. The defense is all over the draw play to stop him behind the line.
Yeah, I don't know if they were tipped off or what, but they weren't fooled at all. You could tell the defense was dialed into exactly what was coming and made the tackle.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Looking to pass, it's Gabriel. Hit as he threw. He's going deep here. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball with a gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So Georgia's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. And let's talk about the strong safeties in this game. These guys are thumpers. They love to come up and hit.
Chris, how many times have we singled out the strong safeties? But in this case, they deserve it. I mean, these guys are essentially linebackers playing safety, but they can cover receivers like corners. These two are just wrecking balls on the field. It's going to be fun to watch.
They got some ground to make up, 2nd and long from the 15. Back to pass. It's Vikk. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. They're going to run it. Vikk gets the carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the running back comes up a little bit short of the first down. Big decision here for this offense because they are down a touchdown here early in the game. They don't want to dig themselves too big of a potential hole.
The Dogs bring their punt team onto the field. This will be fair caught at the 30. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
They'll try the right here, and they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. The pass rush closing in. Just trying to get rid of it. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. And the Ducks will line up to punt it away. On the return, it's Evans. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Bringing pressure. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
After the loss on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He's running out of time here. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away.
Boy, the quarterback did about everything he could here to wait for that play to develop, and there was just nobody open. It's great coverage downfield, and instead of taking a sack or potentially throwing the pick, he just gets rid of it.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Scanning the field. It's Vikk. And he's got it. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Quick completion to the tight end. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Quick throw to the left side, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short, your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And it's a solid punt headed toward the sideline. This will bounce and head out of bounds inside the 10. That's a great punt. The offense will be pinned back. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. It's Gabriel. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
The Ducks come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Makes the catch. It's Whittington. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. There's no one to throw to there on 3rd down, and now it's a 4th down coming up. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And that's a great punt. Goes out of bounds down near the goal line. They'll spot it there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Quarterback still with the football. Just runs into a wall there. That's going to be a safety.
Hey, the defense deserves a lot of credit for forcing this safety, obviously. But let's not forget about the punter and the special teams who put this offense in a tough position in the first place. Without that key punt, they would have had a lot more room to work with.
So the safety will set up a free kick. They'll boot it away from their 20. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. And now the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down.
Well, he just threw it away here, Chris, and it's not the worst decision. You'd wish he'd find a guy open to give him a chance for this offense to convert, but at least they have some room now to work if they want to bring the punter out.
The Ducks will have to kick it away. With the return, it's Evans. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's back. Over the middle and incomplete.
Here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he could bring it in.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. Third and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Brought down quickly, but it's a big gain through the air. Spot the ball at the 45.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking for the wideout. It's caught downfield. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw, and that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years, guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dogs.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Handoff here from the shotgun. Runs through the defender. An exciting spin move, but doesn't produce much of a gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nice job here by this back picking up the first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you're going to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs, and they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
To the air, it's Gabriel. Tries the right with a quick throw, and it's complete downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws, and Justin Herbert. Of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. And we're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
Here's the second down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And, man, they've had some great ones over the years, Chris. As you know, starting with our guy, David Pollack, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform. Richard Seymour, a brilliant career with the Patriots, but it all started in Athens. Jalen Carter, just an enforcer up front. And I even throw in Geno Atkins, who had a great career in the interior of that Georgia defensive line.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
You know, a lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. On the run, it's James. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Same tailback, another carry. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now Now we'll see if they can convert.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. The pocket breaking down. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Chris, you don't see this very often. Third down in inches, and they decided to throw the football. I mean, they had inches to go, but instead, they throw the ball. And it cost them some big yards, and now it's fourth down.
So on fourth down now, out comes the field goal unit. It'll be a 34-yard try. This one is right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Returner choosing to field this one. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. On first down, it's play action. And here comes a deep shot. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's back. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. From the shotgun, drops back. Lets it fly out of the wideout. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. Looking to throw it again. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Brought down quickly, but not before a big gain. Moving to the 35.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
1st and 10 now for the offense. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the 1st down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? Caught over the middle. It's Bell. And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain on that catch and run. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. It is 1st and goal, a great chance to claim the lead before the break here. And the wideout goes in motion. To throw, it's back. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Just a tremendous play here by the corner. The offense completes the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a nice form tackle while driving that receiver back in the process.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT. Extra point makes it a 2-point lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Return begins inside the 10. And they've got the returner corralled. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working. And I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
The Ducks will kick it deep to begin the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. And a chance right away here in the second half to stretch the lead and build momentum. Let's see what this defense can do about it. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And the single back takes the handoff. We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
And the back gets the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he's going for a big play downfield. Touchdown, Oregon. And they will claim the second half lead.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they get set now to try the PAT. Extra point makes it a 5-point game. Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. He'll hand it off. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Back to throw. It's Vikk. Catch made on the right side. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Lovett. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this 1st down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
The Dogs looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Caught quickly. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Grab behind the line. It's Bell. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a 4th down now.
Well, obviously, you're going to throw the football on 3rd down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big 4th down.
Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. The kicker has good range, but this one is from 58 yards out. Kick is up and no good. After the miss, still losing by 5.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Quick throw over the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. To throw, it's Gabriel. Plenty of time back there in the pocket. He's going to throw to the right. And the pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Touchdown, Ducks. Just ran away from the defense. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up the coverage because right now it is not working.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Turner trying to create good field position. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. Making people miss. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Gain moves it to the 35, 1st down again. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Looking downfield. It's Beck. Snags the quick throw. They bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the first down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. On third down, he drops to throw. QB to the tight end for a completion. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. And a sophomore making an impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Those big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's got it for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Off the RPO, caught to the right. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Play action here on 1st down. Quick throw testing the middle. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Dropping back, it's Beck. Looks left and finds his target there. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The Dogs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Oh, look at the quick cut. And he's tackled after the catch.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking for some space. It's ETN. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the goal line. Steps out of bounds after a solid gain, which sets up a 1st and goal for the offense.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
And the Bulldogs come to the line with first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia. That's an important score. We've got a one-possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play calling? Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Hey, I can understand the play call here, backed up deep in your own territory, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, but you got to be careful of being too conservative, because this defense right now, they're trying to get the football back, and they are selling out against this run game.
Offense getting set, second down play here. On the ground, it's James. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, with the lead here, this is where you want to just take your time. The defense, as we know, they are looking to do anything they can to create an aggressive play to try to create a turnover. So you got to work that clock, but also protect the football. I'm sure the coach right now is preaching to all his guys and reminding them about ball security at this point in the game.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The Ducks will bring their punt team onto the field. That's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and booted away. They'll punt it from inside their own 10. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Grab behind the line. It's ETN. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds. Second down play coming up. Scanning the field. It's Beck. Fires it to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Going for a big play downfield. Touchdown, Dogs! And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, who makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
Coach deciding to keep the offense out there, go for a two-point conversion, and extend the lead to 3. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Pressure is coming. He'll be brought down, so they come up empty on that two-point try.
This is part of the risk you take as a play caller when you throw the football in the two-point conversion. The ball has got to get out of the quarterback's hands quickly, or else there's the potential of pressure and a sack. The defense does a good job in coverage, and they got after that quarterback there on the conversion.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Bringing it out, it's Whittington. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And the tailback's got it again. A quick juke. They stop him right at the 24.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Third down and inches. Who is going to win this battle in the trenches? It's a toss play to the right. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
You know, this back has taken advantage of his opportunities tonight in his football game. And here's another example on 3rd down. They put the ball in his hands. He knows exactly where to go to pick up the first down. And he's able to do that here in the 4th quarter.
The Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 22. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. Looking to throw. It's Gabriel. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
They just felt that one coming. 3rd down and long. Those defensive linemen are in that sprinter stance. They know the offense is going to have to throw. Great job of using that athletic ability and speed to get after the quarterback to come up with that sack.
Fourth down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late game comeback victory. So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Took contact on the throw. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the 4th quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. And the senior quarterback, lucky it didn't get picked off, almost made a freshman mistake.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Whittington.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure a victory.
Looking to chuck it again. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Catch made down inside the 25. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Offense getting ready for what could be their last drive. Time ticking away in the last quarter. Takes the handoff. It's James. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Defense cannot get this offense to fourth down. Offense continues the long drive. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the defense smothers him for no gain. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible.
Well, it all really comes down to this right now, Chris. You're already in field goal range. You have a chance to maybe work a little bit closer. But let's face it, this defense, they're shooting those gaps. They're trying to come up with a loss of yardage, maybe trying to rip the ball out. Offense has to be incredibly smart with their play call and make sure you align that kicker where he's very comfortable to potentially hitting this game-winning field goal.
So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. Pandemonium here. They've taken the lead in the final seconds.
How about that? Clutch kick here for the kicker. Gives him the lead. But remember, there's still time up on the clock. This game is not over just yet.
Getting set to kick off after that crucial field goal. Now let's see if the defense can hold on here in the final seconds. Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They've got some time to work with. Do they go for a touchdown here or play it more conservatively and set up for a field goal try? Makes the catch downfield. Now the offense will take a timeout here with 30 seconds remaining. Offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays, and time is winding down. To the air, it's Beck. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game.
Man, it has been a rough night for this poor offensive line, and it's only getting worse. That's 5 sacks they've now given up so far in this game alone.
Well, the offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. And the quarterback will just clock the football. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Incomplete, but yeah, here comes a penalty marker now. That should be a drive-extending first down. 15-yard defensive pass interference. That player will get an earful on the sidelines. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. There's contact on the throw.